What's up, SE Nation? Is tech sales the same as sales engineering? Maybe once a long time ago, but now things have changed, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. If you don't know me, my name is Ramzi Marjaba. I am a sales engineer out of Ottawa, Canada, and I like to talk about sales engineering. So if you're an aspiring sales engineer looking to become one, welcome. If you're currently a sales engineer looking to upskill, happy to have you as well. So let's talk about this. Why am I bringing this up to begin with? Well, the big thing is I keep getting questions from people looking to go into a boot camp. And a lot of these boot camps are tech sales. And they tell me, hey, I'm going into this boot camp, I'm going to become a sales engineer. And I look at the description, and it's not sales engineering. Tech sales means something completely different. I understand the confusion. A long time ago, a while back, a gentleman by the name of John Kerr wrote what I consider the SE Bible, and if you haven't read it yet, you should definitely read it. And it's called Mastering Technical Sales. And in that aspect, technical sales was everything related to selling technology. It could be a salesperson, could be a sales engineer, it's usually a sales team. But since then, it seems like the word tech sales has been hijacked, or at least being used more often for other roles, mainly SDRs and BDRs. SDR stands for Sales Development Representative and BDR stands for Business Development Representative. And as a matter of fact, earlier this week, I published a podcast with Sarah Helly, who was a SDR and now is a global SE leader within her organization. Let's talk about what it actually means to be an SDR and BDR, if you will. So I mentioned SDR is Sales Development Representative, BDR is Business Development Representative. And in order to talk about them, we kind of have to understand the sales cycle. Now, the sales cycle looks something like this. So a lead comes in, then it goes into qualification, it goes into selling, where discovery and selling, where hopefully the SE is a part of that. And then you go into demo, proof of concept, proof of value, getting a technical close, and the salesperson closes the deal. And now I know you're wondering, where does the SDR, BDR fit into this? So let's take a step back and talk about how a lead actually comes in. So when you go on anyone's website, anyway, even my website, but let's say Google, AWS, Splunk, whatever company that you go to, and you're doing research about a specific product that you're trying to fix a problem of yours. Everybody has like a contact sales page. Like Google has a contact sales page, and you can sign up for free for an account with Google Cloud, for example. AWS has create a free account or connect with an expert. The expert is not a sales engineer or an actual expert. That is actually a BDR and SDR that you'll end up connecting with. My own website, We the Sales Engineers, I have something like that where you can connect with me. You can put in your email and download, for example, you can download How to Write an Awesome Resume guide. So I have that there, and this is a shameless plug. If you're curious why I have that, it's because I have services where I help SEs or aspiring SEs become SEs, existing SEs get better as sales engineers. That's why I have that, and that's a lead. So most companies have that. Some companies have a policy of like contacting the lead within minutes. Others say like, hey, let's wait, let's see if they download more papers, more white papers or more data sheets or whatever it is. Let's see if they download more to see if they're actually interested. And that's how they can qualify if a contact or a lead is interested. One time a client of mine had an interview demo and wanted to play with a certain product. So I actually went on that company's website to watch some videos, which was hidden behind like a sign-up page. I put in my phone information, and somebody contacted me within 5 seconds. And I was not a qualified lead or anything, but that's an SDR doing the reach out in most cases. Some companies don't have that, and the account manager has to do it. But some companies have their own SDRs or outsource to a third-party SDR company. There are other ways to get leads. Hitting the like button for the algorithm is not one of them, but you want to do it, by all means. Some companies buy lists from companies that create lists, I guess. This is prevalent in real estate, for example. Account manager can actually work with an SDR to say, we want to target these companies, let's find people there. But generally speaking, the SDR is the first human interaction that a customer has with a company. Their job, the SDR's job, isn't to sell the product. It's basically to sell a meeting. Meet with our experts, right? As AWS said, I'm not the expert, but I can get you the expert. So their job is to set up appointments for salespeople, account managers. Most SDRs don't have the knowledge about the product to actually solve a problem. It's just too complicated. Most products are too complicated. So they're simply cold calling or warm calling and emailing potential clients to set up appointments for sales engineers. So I am not an SDR. I'm a sales engineer or a sales hybrid person, whatever you want to call me. But I'm not an SDR. But I've worked with some, and you might want to confirm this specific tidbit. SDRs are not the highest paid individuals in the sales organization. It's usually seen as an entry role. I see a lot of videos about people making $500,000. I'm pretty sure these are like owners of SDR companies. Again, confirm that. They're not the actual SDRs. The SDRs are making between 40 and 70K. When you watch a video that says, oh, I just quit my previous job, became an SDR and made $500,000. I smell something on that. So keep that in mind when you're looking for a job. SDRs get paid a base, and they also get paid a bonus based on a target of appointments set or deals closed. But the problem with the deals closed part is this SDR really has no hand in closing the deal. They just set up the appointment and then someone else took over. And the problem with just having the target of setting up appointments, they're more than happy to set up unqualified appointments because that's what they're incentivized. The one complaint I get when I talk to a lot of SDRs is it's so much easier to micromanage them. People say like, oh, well, if you're doing your job, what does it matter if you're being micromanaged? If I want to take a doctor's appointment, I want to feel free that I'm able to take a doctor's appointment. If I want to go to the gym, I want to be able to know that I'm going to go to the gym. I'll make up the time later. It's not a big deal. But being micromanaged, for someone who's been doing this for a while, it's not a fun thing to do. If you're okay with it, by all means. I just never liked working with someone breathing down my neck. And I've had that in support where if I'm working on a hot issue, I would have a director come up to me and stand right behind me as I'm working. And I would actually have to kick the director away, even as a junior engineer, because I would tell him, like, I can't work with you standing here. If I will update you every 10 minutes, but don't stand here. That's the main difference between, well, when you hear tech sales, just keep that in mind that it's not necessarily sales engineering. You might have to look into it a little bit more. It could be account manager, it could be sales engineering, it could be an SDR or BDR. Just make sure you know which one it is before you spend your money or before you apply for a job that you don't want. So that's my piece of advice, whether solicited or not. If you're watching this video, I'm hoping I'm okay to give you unsolicited advice because you're watching the video. Anyways, if you like this video, if you find it helpful, make sure you like it, make sure you just subscribe, feed the algorithm as they say, and I will see you next time. Now, get back to work. Peace.